Well, hello there everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Metacraft. Last night we opened the server up, and we all got to meet each other and everything, and everyone is super nice and awesome. Right now we have a few people online. They're running around doing their thing. I think they're mostly over that way. But we are right here, because we found this awesome mountain. Now going into this server, I was actually not sure what to do. But since we have this, now take a look at it. Oh, it just looks wonderful. We're gonna build like a castle thing right up here. It's gonna look fantastic. And then around the area, it's gonna be like a dense forest where you can sort of, every now and then you'll see this building popping up and looking fantastic and glorious. But over here, you can see it just in the distance. That is our building for the portal. Now it is just a small little building, but it looks kind of cool. I like this a lot. And the main sort of idea for this is when people come in here, they might go out here and take a little look and say, oh, how wonderful. What a lovely little tower. And they're probably going to say, oh, granite and oh, diorite. But they're wrong. We know they're wrong. We love that stuff. But this is also the block build that we are going to use throughout the castle. And I think it's wonderful. Just take a little look at this little arch right here. I planted some trees here so people hopefully they don't go through that, because they are gonna see this little sign over here, castle work in progress, and it's pointing right this way. And that is where we are going to be working now, because of course when people come out from in here, this is how it looks, by the way. Welcome, need a bed? Check out the tower in front. Shall we? And right up here, we of course have a little bed for them if they need it. Crafting bench, we have a little chest if they want to store some stuff. Maybe they want to cut some stone, I don't know. But yeah, it's wonderful. But when people come out from here, they're just gonna see this and think, oh, that's nice and lovely. But then they're gonna turn this way, and we are gonna have two humongously large towers with sort of a little arch in between them, where we're gonna have a sign that says with big letters, welcome. On one of them, the towers, we're gonna have sort of a little overhang, and that is gonna serve as a landing port for a zeppelin. That's right, we're gonna have zeppelins or blimps, if that's what they are called. They're gonna be flying around the kingdom here. It's gonna look fantastic. And on the other one, we're gonna have sort of a crane, so we can lift up supplies and get them onto the zeppelin. Now I decided to put this portal right over here, and there's a really good reason for it. It's not just random, because look this way. You can't see the mountain, so you think, well, this is kind of boring, right? But then the road will take you over here, and you will be wondering what is here, and it will start to slowly load in, and there you go. Your eyes open, and you think, good lord, that's a beautiful mountain. Oh, I want to explore this place. Then they're gonna see the two towers and wonder what that is. Walk in here, and they will see zeppelins flying in the air. Dense forest with towers and housing coming up, a big inn or some sort, and a keep maybe up here. Oh, it's gonna look wonderful. But before we can impress anyone, let's get these towers built. Well, guys, I sort of went into the nether, and yeah, it didn't go as planned. I was being myself. I am a bit clumsy at times, but you know, it can happen. Luckily though, we have been mining down here in our mine shaft. Goes way down. And we had 2 spare diamonds and some spare tools as well, along with some boots. So we didn't completely lose everything, but we lost some nice enchantments. But look at this. Oh, what a wonderful view. We may have died in the nether, guys, but we have come back twice as strong. That is right. I've been trading with the villagers a lot over here, and I've been harvesting our farmlands many times. And I've been running around the mountain here. This is definitely an iron-rich mountain, because look at what we have in our chest right here. 2 full stacks of blocks of iron. Got a little bit of diamond. I used a lot of it on all of this, so... But yeah, we got a lot of stuff, and we also have a lot of raw iron. Got some gold. We got coal for days. So, how about we do some more building? This is looking nice and everything, but we need a place where people, when they decide to visit, they should have a place to stay. So how about we build a inn? I think that could be kind of cool. And we're gonna do it in the same style as this, but still a bit different. Now for this inn, I think we should put it either here or right down in this little sort of cutout of the mountain. It kind of depends on where we are going to put the road. Let's go over and take a look. So from down here where we are entering the world from the nether portal, we can go up of this little road. Oh, and I've also added a way to get up into towers on both sides, which is nice. But the road goes up here. Now, we are definitely gonna turn it this way, right? So we go along here. Should we have the building there then? Or should we take the road all the way down here and then sort of build the building right here? Decisions. What shall we do? And a decision we have decided on. It's gonna be right here. I think this is perfect because up here I think it's too close to the towers right here. We want to create a bit of distance so we get this sort of depth feeling of it where, yeah, height difference and you know, all that kind of stuff. You'll see when we get it in place. It will look great. Probably. I hope so. Let's cross our fingers. But yeah, it's gonna be right here. We're gonna do a bit of terraforming, but instead of me explaining everything, how about I put the layout so you can see it. Now it might look a bit confusing right here, and I will be honest, this has confused me as well. But it's actually quite simple. It's just a big blob of different squares and rectangles. So this rectangle here is gonna be the main big tower, and then we're gonna have like a little smaller one right here. We're gonna have one there as well. And this is sort of the entrance part. And then behind it, this is not going to be sort of a tower. You'll see when we get that in place. It's gonna fit in perfectly with the two towers over here. And of course, we're gonna take the road down here as well. We'll work on that after we have completed this. I'm excited to see this building. And for our big reveal of the building. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's wonderful. Love it. Looks great with all of these different shapes and everything. Of course, it's a bit unfinished inside. We need to do that as well, but not gonna do that yet. Because I'm a bit burned out of this building. This took far longer than I expected. But hey, you know how it is. When you get started with one block, you place another. Now, as you might see, I have some dark oak fences and some fence gate. In here we have a lot of seeds and some hoes as well. Because right here, I think we should have a nice wheat field. I think that will look wonderful. Instead of this down here, as you can see, I've just harvested. I think that's just gonna fit in perfectly right here when people come walking down the pathway right here. Oh yeah, and that's the sign. It's gonna say inn on it. We're also gonna put a sign right in here. You just wait. But firstly, let's get this wheat field in. I think that the last thing this place needs, a custom tree, should be in place. It just needs something right. And we also need to do the sign right here where it's going to say welcome to our area. But let's experiment with this custom tree. We should be able to do something good. Now, one of the things that we needed around here was of course this lovely little road right here. And it's just a mix of gravel, cobblestone, some coarse dirt and some moss. And there's absolutely no system to this. It's just random placement. But we also needed a custom tree, of course. So we have one in place right here. And I think it would be nice to have one over here as well. But that will be a project for later. We still need a lovely sign right here. So when people come and visit, they feel welcome and warm-hearted. Before we take over the server, of course. That slipped right out of my tongue. Let's get this sign right in place over here. So now when you walk in here, you're greeted with this lovely sign right here. I think it's cool. I put some bushes around the entrances to the towers right here, just to make them a little bit more welcome if people decide to go up and take a little look. I think it is wonderful here. I love this. Now I'll be working a little bit in the inn over here, so let's go in and take a little look, shall we? It ain't much yet, but this is going to be the entrance. Of course, we're going to work a bit more on this to beautify it a lot more. But this is sort of the entrance part. This is where we are going to check in and everything. We're gonna put a little villager in here, I think. Then in here we have a little waiting room where you can look up. It's very rough right now because I've just done the walls and the layouts. So we're gonna come back here and do a lot more with it. Now here's gonna be a lovely fireplace. On this second floor we have the rooms. Now we only have 3. This is probably one of the best ones. Get a little view of the field. And of course we have the other rooms over here. And then you can decide to go in here and take a little look. Wonderful. On the 3rd floor, that is where we will have the dining room. It's gonna be right here. And then in here is gonna be sort of the kitchen area. Gonna look wonderful, and we have a great view out. Got down here as well. Lovely. Now if we continue up, we come up to the Enchanting Parlor. Look at this. Floating bookshelves and everything. Then we have some lapis right there for it. And or you can go out here on the little roof deck. Look at the plants and the mountain. It's gonna look great when we add the castle up here. Now in here, that's the tower part. You can go up and then you're met with all of our riches in the kingdom. Right now it's just iron, but well, it's gonna be diamond at some point. And you can continue all the way up to the top, and then you get up here where you can have a great view of everything. But guys, that is actually all that we have time for in this episode. We definitely got a lot done with all these building and a nice wheat field and decoration, everything. Oh, it's great. And I'd love to be on the server right here. Right now we have 3 people online. Wow, wonderful. Super excited to do some more collabs and everything and see what people do. We're going to do so many exciting things in the server here. But that is for a later time because we have run out. And until next time guys, take care. And I'll see ya.